You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, I like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. You broke.
Hi, Zoo.
Hi, Nini. How are you today?
I am good today. So I went out a little bit today. I'm feeling a little bit tired, but I'm good.
So I heard. What did you do?
So I went to find some gadgets for work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I didn't have enough luck today. Maybe I'll try again through Lazada then.
Okay, sounds good.
How
I
about
went
you?
out.
How about
Yeah,
you?
I went out as well. We are house hunting. Maybe I shouldn't say this on air, but I'll tell you anyway. But we went house hunting today. Yeah, found something we like. So crossing fingers. Hopefully things will come through.
Yay, house
Mm-hmm.
hunting. That
House
is so
hunting.
much fun, right?
Yes. I love looking at people's houses. Actually.
Yeah, so that's lovely actually. So
Yeah.
today is our third episode, Zoo,
Yes. I can't believe it. It's already like third episode.
right? And
Isn't it?
and I think our audience didn't know this. So Zoo and I met only last week, right, Zoo?
We did. And we kind of like completely connect after that, isn't it? We have the same
Yeah.
style, same humor, I think. So, yeah, it was really nice.
And it's been fun, co-hosting with you.
Same. And
I'm
I'm not nervous at all. So that's good.
Yeah, I'm so glad that Azlin,
Mm.
the co-founder of MIA, co-founder,
Mm.
right?
Yes,
MIA said
co-founder.
yes to this collaboration, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy that Zoo came in as my co-host, right? So
Yes,
that's really
yes.
awesome.
Thank you so much, Nini. And same way. The feeling is totally mutual. Oh,
What? Can you hear me?
no, I lost you a little there.
Yeah, because something happened,
Mm. Okay, I
but
can hear you now,
okay.
but not as loud.
All right. So can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Not that loud, but I could still hear you.
Okay.
Mm.
So awesome.
Mm.
Okay, I think it's okay already.
Okay.
So let me speak a little bit about Her Rise Story. So Her Rise Story, our first show was on the 12th of March. Also a Singaporean Zoo,
Yeah.
Lisa Klang, her name,
Yes.
right? And yeah, so we started with her, and we've gone through a few segments and we've gone through a few series, right? So this time around is for Mother's Day,
Yes.
and our theme for this month is Mothers Rising Above Adversity. So what Her Rise Story is about is, stories about how leaders, how women go through challenges, and I guess what we would resonate with so many people is the challenges that we go through, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
And
As mothers, as
I
women,
guess
yeah.
as mothers, as women, and I had few men in the show as well. I guess there are times that challenges are gender blind, and
Yes.
it's quite the same challenges after all, even
Yeah.
whether we are male or female, right?
Exactly.
So
We have our own set of challenges. That's right.
yes, definitely. And through her
Yes.
story also, we'll get to learn from these leaders how to overcome their challenges. And I guess today we have another special guest.
We do.
Yeah. And
Exciting.
she is from MIA's 100
Top 100 Marketing in Asia's LinkedIn Top 100 Personalities in Malaysia you should follow in 2020. And
Yay.
and
And speak
Nini,
to
I
us a
just
little
got
more about that, Zoo.
yeah, exactly. This is what I want to talk to you about, actually, and also the viewers, because out of this 100 people are really special, seriously, because in Malaysia alone, this is LinkedIn personalities we have to look out for in Malaysia. So in Malaysia alone, we have over 5 million people on LinkedIn. And out of this 5 million, only this 100 has been sieved through to get this accolade. So to be on the list is really something. And also, I know there's a couple of Singaporeans watching now. I know there's a couple of Filipinas and also people from Indonesia watching. I just want to tell you guys that we are coming to Singapore and Philippines very soon. Indonesia is next year. That's right. So keep on sharing, keep on engaging on LinkedIn, and make sure you're seen out there, engaging content, good content, so that we could, maybe, who knows, maybe next year you'll be here with us talking.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay, right?
Mhm.
Awesome. So I guess now let us meet one of the 100 LinkedIn icons in
Mhm.
Malaysia, and that
That's
is
right.
Jamuna. So we'll be
Jamuna.
bringing up Jamuna.
Yes, let's do that.
Yay.
Hi, Jamuna.
Hi. How are you guys?
Hi. We're good. How are you?
All right. Can you hear me well?
Yes, I can hear you well.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
All right.
loud and clear.
All right.
Loud and clear. Yeah.
Nini, you are still a little softer compared to our test round just now.
Yeah, I don't know what happened actually. It's okay. We can carry on. I'll
But
try
we
to
can
fix
still
my
hear
tech
you.
as
Yeah.
we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, do that. Yeah. So, just a little introduction. Jamuna is a master NLP coach and practitioner. She's also a digital marketing storyteller and entrepreneur, right, Jamuna? So maybe
Yes.
you can start off by telling us a little bit about yourself. How many children? How old are they? Stuff like that.
All right, great, Zoo, great, Nini, and thank you for all who are here watching us today. Thank you so much. Now, just a little bit about myself. I'm Jamuna Karmehen. My participants, as in when I conduct training, they call me Miss Jam.
Ooh, love that.
Excuse me, I'm jamming now. So, excuse me, if you're stuck in a traffic jam, you can think about me because I'm going to clear off all the jams in your head or wherever, right? Had a long session today, that's why. And then I started my career as a legal drug pusher. Not to worry.
Wow.
I used to be a pharmaceutical sales representative. So I really started from the bottom, guys, as in from the roots, grassroots. I carried bags and I knocked on the doctor's doors and the hospitals on, would they buy my medicine? I was with a number one biopharmaceutical company in the world. So that's fantastic. And after all, I did a little bit of training. And now I'm on my own for about close to 8-9 years now, running my own training and consultancy firm known as GEMS Academy. And what else? Yeah, my family. I'm married to this amazing guy who makes me happy most of the time, and I do the same. So right. I'm just being frank. And my kids, my boy is 13. He's at an age that he gives me monosyllable replies. So that's how we communicate. And my girl is 10 years old. She got a lot of words in her dictionary.
So delightful.
So cute, right? I hope you guys can hear me. So I tried to fix my tech just now. Is it better now?
You still faint than previously, but still okay. Still can hear you.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, that's
Yeah.
good. All right.
And go ahead, Nini.
So tell me, what it have been exciting in your life? So guys, we have, I was about to ask Jamuna just now. So Jamuna, what's exciting in your life right now? And then suddenly, oh my God, it's time to go
We have to
live,
go
right?
live.
So I said, okay, so now you get to share it with everyone. So we get to know same time as our audience for tonight.
Okay, as of today, two exciting things, right? Two super exciting things. Number one is that I interviewed 7 women, all right, and I gave them the opportunity to appear first time on a webinar interview, and they had created their first 3 minutes video presentation. And why it's so exciting is that these are a group of women who never had any much of social media presence, and they don't even have like Instagram account or Facebook or whatever, right? So part of my coaching, 7 of them appeared today, and they did a magnificent session on sharing their learning journey. So I'm super excited for that today.
Wow, nice.
Right, that's
Very
one.
nice.
Wow.
And number 2 is that
That's one.
I'm going to be very honest here. Times have been so hard. My training business was like zero since MCO, since the pandemic. And today I got my first business, paid business.
Wow, congratulations. Good for you.
Small business, but it's something, all right?
Still, right? Yeah, at this
Yes,
point,
right. To keep the
anything
ball
is good.
rolling, right? It's
Yeah.
like the first one. Orang Indonesia cakap pelaris.
Laris, yeah.
Pelaris. Betul, pelaris.
Yeah. That's
Right.
good.
Okay.
So what kind of passion do you have, Jamuna? I'm just curious. A person like you, you're so all our guests, the 3 days has been very energetic, and you're also very energetic. So I just want to know, what kind of passion do you have? What do you do in your free time, for example?
Okay. I've just started my Indian classical dance at a very old age now. It's about a year, and it's my passion. I would not say it's my passion, but it's just I want to pick up the challenge of dancing the Indian classical dance. The only thing I could do well is smile a lot. So that's pretty sad.
Let us start.
So that is one in terms of my passion on about learning new things. And number 2 is that I'm progressing in my yoga, and I've started all this in my late 30s, right? I've never exercised and have my health, never ever. After having kids, I was just like this ordinary woman somewhere out there. I've started yoga, and this year I registered for my 21 kilometers run, my first marathon, but that was postponed because of the pandemic.
Wow.
And I also registered to enroll myself to go climb Gunung Kinabalu, and that was also postponed because of the hike. So if you're talking about passion, is I love learning new things, and I'm super slow in all of them. I'm just being very humble here. I'm super slow.
No, but look at you. You're doing all these things. You actually wanted to do all these things this year. That's amazing.
Amazing, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is really good. Awesome. So, Jamuna, tell us more about, what kind of trainings do you do? What is your business about? Talk to us about that.
All right, Nini. Well, my business by nature is that I conduct classroom training for my corporate clients, for organization. I teach them on improving their sales skills, communication skill, and leadership skill, incorporating my NLP. NLP is Neuro Linguistic Programming, which I went to Melbourne about 2 years back to get my certification as a master practitioner. So I'm a trainer who needs a room full of people to teach, and because of the pandemic, I can't move, and now I have ventured online, Nini. That's all. I never wanted to do online training, but now I'm like Nini, you mentioned earlier that you are having this digital collaboration with the Zoo, when so many people don't want to have the digital collaboration with you, but this is like an opportunity. So that's all. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And I
Mm.
think that digital is the way to go. And it's just
Yes,
so easy to do collaboration from all around the world.
exactly.
We can pick a partner and just ask,
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, the times have changed, and this is actually pandemic kind of opened up our eyes to all these opportunities, isn't it? Yeah.
Right,
Uh,
definitely.
yeah, talking about learning, Jamuna, what I noticed about you when I first looked at your profile is that you're constantly learning, you're constantly getting uh, new skills. My question is, how important, as a mother, that we continue to evolve, continue to learn? How does this affect our children when looking at their mother doing all this, right? So in your opinion, how important is this as a mother? Yeah.
Zoo, honestly, I'm having a bit of a goosebump when you said the word mother and you said the way that the kids are looking up to you. So I'm having a bit of a goosebump. Well, is that when they look at me, they have to see this person, a human being that is so passionate in learning and living the life to the fullest. That's all. All right. But they also see the other side of me, that I nag them and I scold them and I irritate them and annoy them. Yeah, well, that's come with a package. And
Yes.
and they see a mom who's like, so now I told them that, please finish your dinner and I'm having a webinar which is about this, an interview, and who is Marketing Asia, who's Ministry of Marketing Asia. And they were like, okay, so yeah, so that's the thing. It's so important that they see me as a person who's willing to learn, and that's it. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
That
Exactly.
is
Yeah.
so awesome, right? And I couldn't agree more to that, right? And it gets me emotional sometimes so I take my daughter everywhere. So she is turning 7 this year. I take my daughter everywhere. So people would ask me, why would I bring her everywhere? So I'll bring her to conferences. She's sat in a press conferences, training room, launch somewhere with a protocol and all that, right?
Yeah.
So my idea is for her to see what is possible. So so for her, right, her environment, it's biasalah, that woman is always on TV, woman is always on stage, woman
Correct.
is
Yeah.
always, this is the environment for a woman, right?
Yeah.
So I just want her to get used to it and what's possible for women. That gets me emotional. But right, Jamuna, I do think that while we are learning and while we are trying to instill learning in our children, and going that fast lane, throughout the years, bring our children up, they must be challenges, right? And what do you think were maybe right, kind of challenges that were significant enough for you, that molded your belief like what you have right now, or the kind of mom and the kind of business person that you are today?
Thank you. You hit the nail. You nailed it with your question. That will summarize the whole discussion for today. Me, just like any women out there, most of the women out there, I didn't want to become an entrepreneur. I didn't want to go on my own because I loved my ex-company. It's so nearby my house. My work finishes at 5 o'clock and I'll start packing at 4:45 p.m. and I just get ready so I could leave. And yeah, and my job pays me well, I get to travel, I love my job, I love my boss and everything, and I already had 2 kids at that time, and I want to stay on with the organization that provides me all the avenues. So I was just there, Nini and Zoo, I was just there. Now the challenge came when my husband's business was doing very well. So just look how this story changed, right? Just listen for very quickly. So the challenge was that my husband's business was doing so well, and he said that, you know what, you could actually resign from your job and you can just do some part-time, whatever that you like. I'm like, great, at home. My husband is super rich, and I just have to goyang kaki. Goyang kaki, what do you say, goyang kaki? Shake legs at home, or siu lai lai in China. Rich house. Siu lai lai, sorry. Yeah, right. Ngo sek, Cantonese siu siu.
Okay, thank you.
So
We learned
I
something
did
new
that.
today.
Yeah, so I resigned from my job, all right, of 11 years in the same organization, same company, first job I stayed on. When the moment I resigned, boom, my husband's business collapsed this big time.
Mm.
We were back to ground zero. We were not poor, but we did not have money coming in to the extent that we had to sell our P.O.W.E.R that we were driving to pay off our debt. So I hope people who are listening to this could relate that who you see now is because of the challenges, because of the black patches that we managed to come to as a family unit, not me alone. You're talking about mothers here, is as a family unit. And that was really, really hard.
Yeah.
I even told my husband that, you know what, it's okay. I will get a job. I'll go to Singapore and work, so I'll get more money and I'll bring the child with you. And we were we were having quarrels and fights and argument at home. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I could
Was that a bit of a
relate
sad
to that,
story?
Jamuna. Oh my God, I'm feeling emotional right now.
Yeah. So during those times of challenges, how do you keep yourself calm, Jamuna? Because it's not easy. And then you have kids, and then you have debts, you have the work issue, the business issue. So how do you keep yourself calm in terms of when challenges times like that?
Shall I give you a politically correct answer and say that
No.
I breathe and all that? No, I was never calm. I was so annoyed. I was like, okay, we can't say any bad words, right? Okay. Anyway, I was not calm. I was frustrated and all that. But the thing is that my husband and I, we made a deal. The same husband, all right? We made a deal. Let's get over this. And he started building up his business. Really, he worked like again to ground zero, start from ground zero. And I start building up my courage. And I used to take up jobs that paid me 10% of what I charge for a one-day program now. And I used to, it's really 10%. That was about 7-8 years ago per day program. But now, I charge a premium rate and I have my clientele, right? So we just work hard and we just set positive mindset that, hey, we can come through this, yeah. So perhaps that settled in, and it took a couple of months for us to bounce back. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we had food to eat though.
Sorry.
What did you say?
We had food to eat though, not so poor.
Okay. So food and shelter is there, so it's okay.
Exactly. So food and shelter. So the basic needs were all covered. Just like now in the MCO, for us, a lot of people, the basic needs are covered, but it's just that the other additional income, the income is not coming in for a lot of business people out there.
Exactly.
Definitely, right? Definitely. And I guess this is what her right story is about. Her right story is about that, many people out there would think that, leaders or successful business person, just up there on a pedestal, right? Oh, they don't go through challenges. It's automatic. They would, sampai je dah terus macam tu, right? Sampai dah successful like that, right?
Yeah.
I guess this is not true, because the more successful you are, the bigger the challenges that you need to overcome, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So kalau dulu the problem was like maybe 100 ringgit, like that.
Yeah.
And then it went up to 1,000, 10,000, and then 100,000, and it just built up, right? And looking back, the kind of person that you need to be to overcome as the challenges gets bigger and bigger. And this is what I want people out there to see, right? So challenges build you up. So let's talk more about your challenges, right, Jamuna? So you said that you went through those challenges, and what was your mental model like? What is the mantra that you tell yourself? That I'm gonna get through this. I'm gonna get through this. What was it for you?
I have a very old cliche mantra. And maybe the younger people may not agree to it now. Well, not that we are old, but hardworking. I That's that hardworking. Just that it's very very hardworking. I would admit I was not smart working. I was more hardworking, and that generated into the how much of discipline that I put in and I sent out emails to so many clients. I gave complimentary previews, and I was already creating my online presence about 8 years ago. I used to love writing, but at the time I just write about the children. So I was creating a bit of my online presence. And one thing is that, okay, hardworking, and that made me really, really disciplined. And another thing is that I was just so willing to share my journey with anyone. So when I'm invited to speak, I just share of my challenges, I share of my failures, because I can't wait to be perfect to tell people that, hey, it's fine. Even now I'm still struggling. Like the 7 women that I said exciting, right? These 7 women were my pilot group, my project, and it is so successful that now people are asking me to engage, coach them. So these 7 women were complimentary. I did it on a free thingy. Yeah. So just for me to test out the system, how to work and all that. Now I have testimonials and results, and that is how my business is coming in. So maybe hardworking, and then you give a lot to get more. Would that be okay, Nini and Sue?
Yes, yes. I totally agree on giving out first, and then the happiness you get as well is immense. It's you can just justify it with money sometimes. So I really love what you're saying.
Yeah, but Zoo, the thing is that maybe I would ask you guys back is that some people, right, they say that, I'm not ready to give to others because I'm not there yet. So what are your thoughts about that?
I'm sorry, it broke up a little. What was the question again, Jamuna?
Well,
Sorry.
my question is that some people say that, I'm not there yet. I've not accomplished much. So how can I give back to people?
I love that question, but I'll let Zoo answer to that first.
Okay, I think people who says that, sometimes we don't think, how do I say this? Yeah, okay. Sometimes the ability that we have, we don't see it, but others see it. And no matter how little you know, people can always learn from you. That's my opinion on this. So there's always exchanges of ideas. No matter how little you know, you can learn from each other as well. And sometimes you don't know certain things. Some other people might compliment you in some other ways. So I think people should stop thinking like that. Should just go out and do it. Because if you don't try it, you won't try it until forever, right? So you just have to go out and try it. That's my opinion. The question. I hope that answers your question.
Wow. So this is something what I do as a business right now. Jamuna, so Ministry of Marketing Asia is about social impact marketing, right? Because in 2008, 2009, I almost went bankrupt. Me and my husband, we almost went bankrupt from a lavish lifestyle. We were really young then. We were 28, 29 years old. So we had it all, at a very young age. And then we almost went bankrupt. And I'm a Sabahan. We had to move back to Sabah. And I had a business coach prior to that, right? So from time to time, I'm still coaching. So I was coaching with him, I think, nearly 10 years. I don't know whether you know him. His name is Jivan Sahadevan. He's actually all around social media as well. So he always spoke to us about contribution, adding value, right? So I went back to Sabah. I left Sabah when I was 19 years old, and I had to start from scratch. And my way forward was to actually contribute. And within a year, right, that contribution, I was reaping from that contribution, and it fast-tracked my business credibility. So, and then, so for me, contribution is like a live showcase of what you put on LinkedIn, of what you're credible, what you are about, how you are not about business only. And I put that in motion again when I relocated back to KL, right? So we moved back to KL because my husband was so passionate about the digital industry. We started a chatbot agency. We are actually the first chatbot agency in Malaysia. And as we came back, we left KL for 7 years. And my way forward again to start building a community called Mompreneur Asia. And within 6 months, 90% of our clients for Chatbot Malaysia came from the community of Mompreneur Asia, was from a non-profit platform. So I am a strong believer of contributing to the community is a way forward, and is actually a sustainable and profitable way for you to market your business.
Nini and Zoo, we seriously need to meet offline. I need more ideas from both of you. Wow,
We should.
these are fantastic. I know the interview is supposed to be about me, but I'm taking this opportunity to learn from
So
both.
let's talk about you now. So let's talk about you now. So we want to know, right? How has it been? So I know that because we are in the training industry as well, right? So I know that the training industry has been hit really, really hard, right? And what are the challenges? What are the kind of challenges that you are facing right now?
All right. No income. All right. To simplify it is like totally zero. All right. It's zero. No income. My projects, which were like big projects that I still beginning of this year, and I was so happy beginning of this year, like wow, this year is fantastic compared to the last few years because of all the hard work that I've put in, of all the discipline that I've put in. Well, the pandemic, had some other things. So the challenge was that no income coming in, and then I'm on my own, and my husband is also on his own. He's a property agent. So two of his buyers, that they already sealed the agreement. So we were like in a comfort zone this year. I think we were about to lead a lavish life this year, about to. So buyers who wanted to buy the land, their loans were put on hold. So this is, real life domestic stories that you are hearing. So imagine that when two of us are on our own, and then there's no money coming in. But of course, we have some savings. But again, we are not like that super rich family, the rich Asian kids or whatever, right? So that was the challenge, really managing. And that's how managing the challenges, right? Reality hit me, and I quickly went into online. You would see me everywhere. I'm developing videos. I'm teaching people about developing videos when I myself don't know nuts. I'm not an expert. But I decided that, hey, I would be the best person because I know what they don't know. So I start teaching them on that. And next week, hopefully that my modules, my online coaching sessions is going to kickstart, hopefully.
Wonderful. There you go. There you go. Learning new things again and teaching it to people as well. That's amazing, Jamuna. What do you think of procrastination? Many of us, when we're hit with certain things, we just procrastinate. We don't want to do things. We just sit around waiting for, miracles maybe. So what's your take on procrastination?
All right. Gosh, how many people are watching us today? Because I'm going to, speak a lot of truth about procrastination. My dishes are still in the sink.
Oh.
Right. I want to be as natural as you can be, because when you're looking at me, wow, this is like all so perfect. I'm not, and I'm sure Nini and Zu, I hope you guys are not, all right?
No, I'm not perfect either. No one is perfect.
I went out without showering today because dari keluar, nanti I keluar, right? I have to come back and shower, right? Like I'll just go out. Nobody can see me. I have my mask on, right?
Okay, all right, okay, Nini, I have to surrender my case. You win this award, all right? Well, Jokes aside, when I say procrastination, I do procrastinate my housework. For me, as long my kitchen and my bathrooms are clean, it's fine. My hall, I have kids at home. It's not an IKEA living room that's gonna look perfect, all right? And it's just messy, and I have clothes unfolded. Yeah, the kids will help when a lot of bribery, a lot of negotiation, and a lot of threatening comes into the picture. Of course, my husband will help when other forms of bribery will come in. Okay, let's not talk about that. But I do procrastinate.
Did you just say that?
And then but when it comes to my work, I never procrastinate. I never. Like today, even for this, right, I need to check the link, and I was communicating with Miss Chow, who's been so helpful, and I just want to make sure that everything is prepared, and I could control things. Yet if something unexpected happens, it's beyond my control. I don't procrastinate things. I am a 5 a.m. club. Yeah, but if I ever meet Robin Sharma, the author, right, I will tell him, Robin Sharma, you have never stayed in Kuala Lumpur. You obviously don't know about working mothers. They get up at 5 o'clock. They cannot follow your plan. We need to cook, clean, and leave the house by 6:15 so that we reach our workplace, that starts 8:30, we reach by 7 a.m. Yeah. So I don't procrastinate. Yeah.
Okay. That's where you are now. That's why you are where you are now. No procrastination.
Wow. Okay. So, I see this in you, right? So you are, one of your expertise is you tell stories, right? You're a storyteller. And I can see that, because I love storytellers, right? And recently I just came back from Mumbai, right? Not quite recent, a few months ago, right? And I met so many storytellers from all around the world. And you know what? And I like storytellers because you tend to know that the backstory would tell, right? Yeah, and the authenticity would tell. And talk to us a little bit about that. How being a storyteller have been benefiting you as a business person, as a woman.
Yeah, I think first as a woman, storytelling is that a lot of women especially may not share the vulnerable side of us. And this is also the topic that in the earlier today, the 7 women, they also spoke about this. I think it's okay to tell the world that, hey, I'm upset, I'm sad, I'm angry, I'm lazy, I'm tired, I'm just really exhausted. Don't leave me alone, please. And so I share my vulnerability part of it through social media. So I let people see a glimpse of my life. The part that I'm not doing well, the part that I'm procrastinating in my household work and all that, the part that I'm also struggling, the part that I'm having bad hair days, literally now, I can't go to the salon. So I guess, that would be the part of the storytelling is that just don't share about your happy story. But of course, I share a lot of my success stories. At the same time, I share the other side of it so people will relate that. Yeah. Tukang karut ni, tukang karut.
Okay. I just want to ask you this because I'm very curious about this. I know we're talking about adversities, but I just want to touch a little bit on this one. Yeah, Jamuna, you won the best project for ideas thinking out of the box. This is on global level. Tell us about that. Global level, babe.
Right. Yeah. So this is like this super exciting story that I have, right? Probably you will not believe me, but you have to believe me because it's the truth. All right. This was in my ex company. I had a lateral promotion to become the L&D HR. So L&D is I love training, but just like all companies, they promise you something, but somehow you end up with some other role. So I ended up doing talent acquisition. Talent acquisition means that I do recruitment, and I hated recruitment. I don't like recruitment. I just want to do training. So I was really struggling, but thank God I had a boss. Her name is, I'll call her a manager, not a boss. Her name is Esther McDonald, and she's in Australia. And I visited her when I was in Australia 2 years back. She's like an angel sent to me, and she groomed me and she molded me. I as a mother, I just had my second child at that time. I was going through postnatal blues. I was fully breastfeeding. I fully breastfed both my kids. So the second one, I was fully breastfeeding, and I couldn't express milk because I was super stressed out. I was so stressed out. So she guided me, coached me, mentored me, and that's why we need someone for us to look up to. Like you said, Nini, you had this amazing coach, and Zhu, you also said that previously you were a contributor for Marketing Asia, and then they saw the potential in you. So somebody saw that in you, right? So she saw that potential in me, and I wanted to resign from my job. And then she said that, Jamuna, give me 6 months. No, just give me a month or something. She said, I will guide you and coach you. And if you don't like it, you can leave. She gave me a lot of liberty. So when this competition came about, guys, ladies, this is like versus the world. So my project, so I did like this, a session, presented my project, which was about a walk-in interview, about how you speed up the hiring process. The thing is that it's not at all about the idea. My idea is not so great, seriously. My idea is just plain and simple. But what made me win versus the other countries are the way I tell the stories.
Wow.
That's all.
That's the difference, huh?
My idea is great, yeah. It's just how I told my story, just like this, with conviction, and how passionate I am that this is like the best idea. So I guess that's a key learning for us, is that your idea may not be the best one. It's just you believe so much in it that this is the best one. And I won the award thanks to my manager, as well as myself.
Of course, right? It was your story, so you had to have you to tell the story, right?
Exactly.
All right. So, going through the challenges that you are facing during NTO right now, what have you been telling yourself? What has been, so I asked you the same question just now, as you are moving forward, what have you been telling yourself? But right now, because we don't know, right, what's going to happen after this, what exactly the new normal is going to look like. And maneuvering in the training business, I know that sometimes it could be really scary, right? But, what is your mindset right now? What is your mental model right now, or what's your plan right now?
Okay, so I will be sharing my personal plan, and then another one is my business plan, right? My personal plan is that my mental model is that my husband should do more dishes, in the kitchen, because I realized that, he can take more share, and he's doing that on alternate days. And the personal plan is that after 15 years of marriage, I never knew that my husband can cook.
Wow.
So my mental model is that, husband, please do more cooking. That's on a lighter note, guys. On a career level, is that whatever that I was doing before MCO, which is my sales training, my communication training, and my leadership training, I'm just gonna channel it back into the channel, which is the online platform. That's all. So it's the same things that I'm doing, just that now I'm using more of the online platform, more of digital marketing to sell my program, and my target group from corporate may be more of public. That's all. Yeah. So these are the diversification that I'm looking at. I think it's embracing change. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you? So how are you? So I know that you've just scored your first MCO deal, right?
Yay! It's small lah, very small. Lashai, very small.
Yeah, it's okay. You know, even though, so I guess, right, it's the small, it's the milestone. It's the milestone
Exactly.
because
Yes.
so they will not be the bigger ones when the first one didn't come in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you so how what's the plan for that? What's the plan for that?
Well, my plan is that I have a very clear plan. I'm somebody that I love plan and I have to put into action. So what I'm actually doing is that I've already got sort of like my coaches. Well, it's like a win-win situation. I help them with something and then they're helping me with something. So for example, or one of my coaches that I look up to, I'm helping her with her LinkedIn profile. So I'm helping her as in teaching her how to update her pictures, her content, how to connect more on LinkedIn. And in return, she's advising me on coaching me on how I could get get rid of my limiting belief in terms of going online. So this is one plan. Now another plan is that I'm speaking with so many people. I'm just learning. So I guess, wow, learning, coaching, learning. Well, that's what I do for a living, and now I need to apply that. That's all. So I'm learning. I have my web developer. I'm learning on how we do a lot of digital marketing. I'm learning a lot, and that's my plan. And by next week, my online program will be up and about. It's a coaching program. Yeah, that's
I'm,
all. Yeah.
you're talking about learning, you're talking about doing a lot of things, and you have kids, you have husband. So tell us, what's your schedule like in the day? I think many women, I think we're all busy, we're all stuffed with things. So we want to know, I want to know I think we all want to know your schedule for the day. How is it like? Okay, you wake up at 5, we know that much.
Yeah. But okay lah. During this MCO period, I've been a bit lazy. I'm like waking up at 7 because the kids, they don't need to go to school. They're all studying online. So I wake up at 5. On normal days, I wake up at 5, and by 6 I finish cooking, and I'll prepare 2 meals for them for school, and
Wow,
then so
every
I take a
morning.
picture. Yeah, and then I put that, post it on social media. And I do a little bit of live stories. So and then as I said earlier, I've never been a person who exercises or take care of my health. I started exercising. I do yoga. I do just whatever activities, cycling, running, and a bit of that in the morning, and then I finish all the work. Then I start my own work at about 11. All right, then I do my emails and planning, my module development, and then by 4 o'clock the kids are back, or sometimes I need to pick them up, and then the evening is just like that with them. Again, going for my classes, my dance class, my yoga, or my running. It's so important that every day I must do some activity. All right, at least I just go out of the house. So during the MCO, I was doing a lot of in-house activities and exercises. So my day is like that. But in the night, I also go to bed early. Yeah, I go to bed pretty early, by 10 plus. I will like doze off. Yeah, I like to have a good sleep. Yeah,
Right.
that's
Impressive.
my day. But on the days that I'm like having my mood swings and I'm like really on a no mood, I just watch TV the whole day.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're allowed, right? Sometimes. Those days.
All right, I'm good on time, ladies. I think, yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think people, you are, your energy is like super high. I love your
Totally.
energy, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Nini, I just want to ask Jamuna one question. Sorry, go ahead
Of
first
course,
and I'll ask
of
Jamuna a
course. Go
question.
ahead.
Yeah.
I think you can go
How do
ahead.
I stay young? Is it?
Yeah, that too. But we go offline for that one.
Angkat baku sendiri.
Siapa lagi nak angkatkan? Okay, so I've got this question. When you were first contacted for Marketing and Asia's LinkedIn Top 100 Personalities Award, Were you shocked? How was your reaction at that time?
I was shocked and I was so grateful because I worked for 1 year to receive this. I know this is available last year. So since last year, I start planning how can I get this award. I was shocked because that someone is giving us award without me paying or buying a dinner table. What's wrong with these people?
We're just nice.
So I'm like, but then I saw the value and I saw the 100 people that you guys know, and I know most of them, and they're like amazing people, and Nini is one of them here. So I'm like, wow, to be sharing the same platform with them, and that's like amazing. Yeah. And because of that, I've got another invitation to speak at the in India, in one of the colleges in India. So I'm going international.
Wow. Congratulations. So happy to
Only one lah, only one.
start with one first, and then later someone will come.
Yeah, and LinkedIn is such a great platform.
It is.
And yeah, so I guess my wrapping up question for you will be how, because I would like to latch into what you just said just now, right? So you said that you were planning for it, right? You were planning for the to be listed, right? And it's a great plan, I think. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Nini. Yeah, I can.
All right. So what did you do and how did you plan it? So my last question was supposed to be, what will be your tips for people out there, right? And maybe you would like to share some tips with people. How did you start your LinkedIn journey? Maybe how did you get listed? Why do you think that you got listed? Maybe you would like to share that, and more. There are so many people that would benefit from it.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
I will quickly wrap up that. All right. Sorry, I'm just looking at the time. I'm just like a time freak, I have to like, so
don't worry. That's my job. That's my job.
I need to literally let the hair down. So the tips that I could give people, because they're also asking how come you are on the LinkedIn list and all that. So number one is that the connection. So I call them the 4 C's. Yeah, connection is number one. Conversation is number 2. Number 3 is content, and number 4 is consistency. So this is how my online program is gonna be next week. So when I say connection, is that don't just make a network, click accept, but you make conversation, a connection with them. You get to know people. And conversation means that do not copy paste the template on people's LinkedIn, the messenger board, the chat box. Because like for example, today in LinkedIn, this property agent guy, oops, not my husband, someone just created a group and he added a lot of people, and people immediately exit the group. So that's bad for that guy, So don't do that. Have meaningful conversation with people. So first is a connection. Second is a conversation. Third is content. Content is what I write. I never promote what I'm selling. I never talk about this is my package, this is my program, and you can buy this and all that. No, I never sell hard selling. But what I do in content is that I just share my journey with some participants. I share the days that I write posts on how someone didn't like me. I didn't close a sale. I got a difficult customer. So what? I'm normal, right? So content, and I share on how I got great feedback from my participants. So people like you, some people may not, but quite a lot of people like me. So that's content. So you share content. And also when you share content, also is that you share other people's content and you like and you comment and you add value to people. So content is a lot about adding value. And number 4 is consistency. So you janganlah hangat-hangat tahi ayam, then you just disappear. One day so I'm very consistent on putting up my posts in LinkedIn, as well as I'm pretty active in all the social media portals, I would say.
Mm.
That
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
really, really awesome,
You actually
right?
nailed it. I have people asking me, so how do I get into the list next year? A lot of people's been asking me. So there you go. You actually nailed it, Jamuna. Totally.
And that is really good, right?
Yeah.
That is really good. So it has been such an energetic, conversation with you today,
It
right?
is. Yeah, this has
Right.
been
So that's
great.
what that's how I would label this conversation tonight,
Mhm.
an
Yep,
energetic conversation, right?
it is definitely, Nini.
Yeah. So would you like to say anything before you say bye bye to our audience tonight, Jamuna?
Yeah, thank you all for watching. I know it's 10:30 p.m. Have a good night rest, and then trust me that the more you give, the more you will get back. Believe in the law of abundance and just be nice and show love, spread love. Now I'm gonna sound like a spiritual leader, but but that's the real thing. Just send love, all right, to people, and you will get a lot of love, and some money will be coming on along the way. And it's tough for all of us, but hanging there, things will become better. And to Nini and Zoo, I've since the MCO, I've been sitting as participant or as panelist in several interview sessions, and I must say that you two have the synergy, and I'm energetic because you two give me this kind of vibes, from the invitation to the coordination to the little preparation that we had much earlier. So it made me feel very comfortable to share this. So Nini and Zu, you ladies are doing an awesome show, and who knows, you two will be appearing on the TV, yeah, TV soon.
Thank you so much.
Who needs TV when we have our own digital homemade show now,
Precisely,
right?
precisely. No need. This one, you are even more famous already, all right? But as I always say, continue doing this. You ladies are inspiring a lot of women. I think we inspire one another, and women uplifting one another, and that's really fantastic. Yeah.
Totally.
Mm. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Jamuna. You actually
Thank you.
made I almost cried. I almost cried just now because of your that very very heart touching punya cerita, something that I could relate to, right? So thank you so much.
Thanks,
So
Jamuna.
Zu and I actually spoke about, last night, maybe after MCO, all the women in the list could actually go out and
Yes,
party,
yes,
right?
do something
Get
together.
drunk. Oops, oops. And then just have a
Yes.
We should get
All right.
together. Yes.
Yeah. So thank you so much again, Jamuna. We will say bye-bye to you. Any last words to Jamuna, Zu?
Thank you so much. Keep inspiring people, Jamuna. I love what you put out there on LinkedIn. And and thank you for being here today. Had so much fun.
All right. So bye-bye, Jamuna. See you
Bye.
Bye,
soon.
guys.
Yeah. Bye. Nini, another energetic.
Wow, that was such an awesome session, right?
I know. Yet another one. The third day, straight in a row, all energetic.
Yeah. So
Mm.
she like I what I was saying just now was the truth. So
Mm.
it was, her sharing was something that I could relate to. So I sort of like almost I move around just to take tissue. Mana tahu aku
Oh,
nangis. I just better pack the tissue here.
that's what you were doing. Sempat you.
Let me just pack the tissue here. Mana tahu, right?
Just in
Luckily, I
case.
am at home. Tak pakai mascara.
Kalau tidak semua jadi panda.
Right?
Yeah, this has been great.
So, yeah, it has been really good. And I do hope that more and more people will be tuning in,
Yeah.
for our upcoming shows.
Yes,
And yeah,
that's right. And tomorrow we have yet another guest from the list. And I think it's, not, I think it
tomorrow
is
is
Sumati. Is it Sumati Krishnan?
hang on, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, tomorrow is Sumati.
Sumati, yeah. Communication skills trainer.
Yep, Sumati
Mm,
Krishnan is
yeah,
tomorrow,
yes,
right?
another
So
exciting day.
looking at her photo, I can see that she is another energetic lady as
Ah,
well,
completely, yeah.
right? Yeah.
Mm,
So, you know what? I learned something about marketing in Asia
mhm.
tonight, just
Okay, what is
before the
it?
show.
Mm,
Azlin actually shared with me that in marketing in Asia, you have articles Bahasa Indonesia, you have
yes,
articles in Tagalog,
that's
right?
right. And Bahasa Malaysia as well.
And Bahasa Malaysia, yeah,
Yes. Mm,
and of course in English, right?
English.
And
Mm,
I guess that is awesome. Speak
it
to
is.
me a little bit about where marketing in Asia is going,
Mm.
Zoo.
Okay, so right now we are targeting more countries in Asia and also the Middle East right now. So we are expanding. And right now we have writers from all over. We even have writers in Europe wanting to write for us. But because this is Asia, so we're trying to keep it, because it's marketing in Asia, so we're trying to keep it Asia solely. But
Mm-hmm.
it's amazing how much the magazine is growing. And right now we're working towards Korea. We have a couple
Mm-hmm.
of articles and write-ups and releases and all that from Hong Kong. From China,
Mm-hmm.
jangan cakap lah, ada. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so it's just going places. That's all I can say is going
Mm-hmm.
places. Yeah.
Marketing in Asia. Okay, I'll put
Mm,
that again.
yeah.
Marketinginasia.com, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do visit their website,
Mm.
Marketing in Asia. I got it
Yeah,
right.
it's
Okay.
correct. Yeah.
So do
So
visit their Marketing in Asia website, right?
yes, that's right. It's an online magazine, digital magazine. So visit us. We have a lot of valuable articles in there from all over Asia, and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of thought pieces, a lot of interviews, for example. Yeah, just go and play around with a magazine, with a platform. Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna learn a lot from there as well and get to know people from there too.
Yeah, and even your editors are from all around the world, right?
Yes, that's right. So we have editors from Singapore. I'm from Singapore as well. There's another editor from Singapore. We have editor from Indonesia, and
Mm-hmm.
contributors from all over.
That is
Mm,
really awesome. Okay,
mm.
so
And me,
I
I just have to
yeah.
add something, and to think that the magazine is only 2 years old, less than 2 years old.
Wow.
Yes,
Okay,
yes. So
and
we
there
were
are
really
so
proud.
many people.
So
Yeah.
many
So
articles.
it's
Yeah, I'm so proud
memang
for that.
memang. So today I was like because I was having a conversation with Azli,
Mm,
and I actually browsed through more today because he kind of helped me to navigate where
mm,
should I go to and all that kind.
yeah.
So yeah, so it's an awesome digital magazine. That's what
Yes.
marketing in Asia is about, right?
It is. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, awesome. Okay,
And all of us
so
work really hard for that too.
yeah, I'm sure. And you say that it has yeah, your daily time is well
Mm.
occupied with what you're doing with
Exactly.
marketing in Asia.
Exactly. Yeah. So other activities, other businesses, I've got to put on a back burner a little because marketing agency is taking a lot of my time. But no complaints. I love it. I'm really passionate about it, and I know we'll go even further in a couple of
Mm-hmm.
months. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Mm.
awesome. So yeah, so I guess we will be saying our goodbye soon.
Yeah. Mm.
I just would like to remind our audience again that I have some giveaway. So all you need to do is go to Ministry of Marketing.asia. So I know that we sound almost alike, but I'm just gonna put the link on the screen,
Mm.
right? So just now was marketing in Asia, but now it's Ministry of Marketing.asia, and
Yeah.
I will also be putting up the links to your giveaway for Mother's Day today. and I don't know, I think at the beginning of the show, I also mentioned this, right? So the other company that I am running is actually Chatbot Malaysia. So Chatbot Malaysia have decided only today that we are giving some giveaway as well for Mother's Day. So we are giving vouchers, I think. So normally sales bot, a chatbot, right? A sales chatbot will cost about 3,000 ringgit. But the CEO, aka my husband, right? Okay, my husband is giving over 86% discount just for this week, I think. I'm not so sure about that. But yeah, so check the link out on the comment area later for you to get to know how could you get the 86% discount.
Wow.
So yeah,
That's a lot of discounting.
Yes. So I would terkejut, you know. So I'm one of the stakeholder, right? So why didn't I know this? Yeah, I was terkejut this time when you told me. So we are Chatbot Malaysia in all social media handle, Chatbot Malaysia on our website as well, and I will be including the link at the comment area later. So
Great.
I guess we will be meeting who again just now for tomorrow?
Tomorrow will be Sumati Krishnan. Yeah.
Yeah, and on Friday we will be meeting Suraya Abdul Kulub Rahman.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, that's right.
Yes. Okay. So I would just end with one apology because today I did naughty mixed up, right? That I was supposed to announce Jamuna, but instead I announced Suraya, right?
Yeah. Boy,
so
terkejut
I'm
sikap.
so sorry. Yeah, right. I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we are 7 minutes behind time. I guess it's time for us to say goodbye,
Yeah.
right?
See you
So
tomorrow
goodbye,
then.
everyone.
Yeah.
So see you tomorrow, ladies.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move mountains. And now